note from Seneca: every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. September 1st, great Monday, wonderful day, beginning of the new week, beginning of the new month. And here we are. Let's dive in together into the new Kickstart Leadership Insight Monday message. Welcome everyone. It's the 1st of September. New day, new week, new month. Did you know your brain treats these days, like today, as a reset button? People think resets requires radical changes, cuts in the beginnings. Usually we are bringing these ideas in a huge form. We are dedicating ourselves, writing down to-do list idea, we are designing the vision. At the end, we are very proud that we are having full page of some very important notes. We declare it's the new beginning, new me, new leadership style of mine. Then life happens. From the radical change, we end up with maybe 10% of doing things that we have planned. How often you have started diet? How often you have decided that every morning you will do a jogging? How often you have decided that from today on you will be doing some specific activity every day, once a week? Let me know in comments how long you kept that ongoing. It's very similar with the leadership and our potential that we want to place when we are managing our teams. How are we showing up to our work? How are we facing our responsibilities? Today, it's a phenomenal day to create this kind of reflection moment, sit for 5-10 minutes, and hey, is the way I'm leading, is the way how I want to lead? The things that we are achieving, or maybe not, is the right way, or maybe there is a better, more efficient way. It's not only about speed, but also how much people who are engaged in this process are gaining, how much benefit is in it for them. You can try with very provocative exercise for yourself. Start this week and ask your team, what did they learn for the last 7-8 months? And do not invite to create the noise in the room. Just ask them to write a simple email as a response. What did they learn? The way how they will reply, it will also show you how aware they are in terms of naming the skills, the qualities, behaviors that they are observing from you, from others, or even learning within the process of some project management. And going back to create a change in our daily routine, our style of leadership, small symbolic resets create lasting impact. Why? Because when we are creating this long list, our vision, and we with really great inner power jump into it, quite often we are losing the engagement because life is happening. So simple. We are having a heavy day at work. We are having a heavy day in the afternoon at home. We are tired. So it's excuse number one why we are not doing something what we have planned. And it's not only because we are tired. It's because we created too much. We added within our vision extra load on our shoulders. That's why we will disengage within the process. So building habits, creating the change, inviting the change, especially within the leadership. We talk about learning, we talk about gaining the qualities, building the self-awareness, observing how are we managing our team, and identifying the skills, including the way how you are communicating, what kind of terminology you are using, what kind of language you are adding to the communication. Are you only sharing the orders, tasks, or within the communication, you are also creating this kind of foundation for healthy connection that is extended by healthy attention. Your leadership style also is the way how other people are acting, how they are behaving, how they are working, what kind of discipline within the workspace they do have, what kind of even way they are communicating with each other. Do you see shared vision there? We as leaders, as I already said several times, we are carrying a huge burden on us, huge accountability and daily responsibilities, including our team members. And not only because we are sitting at various committees, working groups, and so on. We play various roles. This is why we as leaders, as role models, we need to show and talk loud with our teams how important is reset. And it not terms of, okay, let me go for another holiday. No, we are back to work, right? But cool down and rewire mind so that you can see what's really important. Micromanagement, multitasking. These two are silent killers of any kind of efficiency you can imagine at work. So if you are doing that, that can be your way, your day to invite some reset, because that's not leadership. If you are a leader who is giving instructions, who is sending emails all the time to your team, it can be a call, invitation to do the reset and replace it with more healthy way of communication with the people. 15 minutes on Monday morning to sit with them, say hi, hello, ask for the weekend, and then dive in a quick feedback. What is happening for this week and where we are putting our eyes and focus. What is the priority? If you are holding important meeting, review how it was before, what kind of outcome you had from the meeting. If they are showing some further activities, that's cool on you. But if we are only creating the protocols, which is describing what had happened, this said this and this one said that, it's a nice storyteller. Fine, but it's not what leadership is telling us to do. The minutes shall not have 5 pages. It shall have bullet points, who is doing what, and what's the deadline. So if you are this kind of leader that was having these kind of meetings, that's an invitation to do the reset and introduce different style of running the meetings. Clear agenda, no chit-chat, not enabling others to deviate from the subject, because time is the value for money. Time is a value for effectiveness. Time within the meeting is the value of other individuals' time. So as a role model, create the space that in structured manner, you are holding that space. Do not allow deviate from agenda and hold people accountable if they are not prepared. Reset is a change of mindset. Reset is the change of how you perceive the way you are leading. Reset is the way how you are showing up for your team. Reset is the way how you are creating the space for learning and development for your team members. The reset is the way how you are building the respect towards your leading and collectively towards your team from the rest of the organization. Reset is the way how you are building communication, connection, and collaboration within your team and outside your team. For the end, I invite you to take the piece of paper. It's the 1st of September. So you can open some new Word document on your laptop and start doing things a little bit different. Start monitoring yourself and write down one thing that you will stop doing and one thing you will start doing as a leader and the way how you are performing your leadership. Leadership is not about perfectionism. It's about creating the direction, and the resets help us to realign that direction. Have a wonderful start of this new week, new month. I know that you are in front of many challenges, and I only wish that they will go smooth. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I see you next week.